All right, you guys, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? We do have the energy of the sun has moved into Gemini. I've been talking about this for a week or so. Venus and Jupiter will be moving into Gemini. I'm just getting this complete uh jumble of words. I have literally tried to do this reading a couple of times this morning and I'm like, what is going on? Why is this? It's just such a it's like a fire hose of words that don't make any sense. So let me try this morning to align as much as I can with this energy. I do have a ton of Gemini and a ton of Sagittarius in my chart. So there may be something personally going on for me right now with this. So Gemini and Sag are all about telling the truth. And so I want to tell the truth about this, that this reading has been super challenging for me today. And let's see what wants to come through now that I have said that to you. Affluence. Shift. Oh, yeah. What is this about? Shift, friendship, and spiritual cleansing. There's just a ton of abundance here. And to me, that was so antithetical to what I was feeling. I was just feeling this sense of abundance of words. That's true. But I like this idea that those who are on the same page here, if you are feeling that way, if you are having this it's not the energy. I get this this image of an escalator. You know those ones in the airport that they move you faster. It doesn't go up or down. It just goes straight. They move you faster, right? And so that's the whole point of having them in there. And you get on there and you're like, woo! Going from an Earth energy, we've been in so much Taurus energy. We've had so many planets in Taurus. There's been a lot of Aries energy recently. And moving into Gemini, some of those planets, like I said, Venus and the Sun and Jupiter this week, there's just a feeling of woo, all of a sudden being on this escalator, moving forward so quickly. It's like my words aren't catching up to me, which is so interesting that it's Gemini is the energy of words and communication. And it's like, blah, there's just too many words trying to come through. So I'll do my best here. Wow, this Seven of Swords. And some of them are, this is the energy of lies. Okay. So the card underneath is about sneakiness or not telling the truth. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, like to get what you want. The Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, like all this stuff. Some of you have had to tell a lie or tell somebody something in order to get to the place you're going, to get to where you want to go. Well, that's some weird noises happening now. Like, okay, weird noises, weird words, whatever. Some of you are having to get away from a current situation that you're in. If you feel really weird, if you're like aligning with what I'm saying here, there's definitely the energy of moving on from a situation. If you are feeling not in your body, or you're feeling like you're dissociating, you're feeling like you're doing something to make another thing happen, it's time to just like take a little break, because you're on that fast moving escalator and it's almost like the things you say are exponentially put out there into the universe. So be very careful about what you're saying. Some of you definitely have had to lie or tell some kind of white lies or whatever, so I don't hurt their feelings, or so some of you have had to do that in order to get on this escalator. It's like you didn't move quickly enough in Taurus because the energy was so heavy and grounding. Like it's almost like you couldn't make a move. You couldn't turn things fast enough. You couldn't turn the ship fast enough. So the shortcut is like, okay, I just got to tell a little lie to get out of this. I've got to be like, I'm not doing that, or I've decided that I'm going in a different direction. I've decided not to do this. Um, it's all internal to you. It's about you being aligned with your own truth. And there was something, oh, okay. There was some kind of misconception or some kind of idea that you've had in your head that has kept you standing still. In order to get out of that, you may feel that you have to tell some kind of lie, but you were not telling yourself the truth to begin with. So it's sort of like, oh, I wasn't even telling myself the truth. Like, I can totally do this. I can totally put my energy into something that's meaningful for me. I can totally align with this 9 of Cups energy, about what I want, and that's going to move me forward, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like there's some integrity here. Some of you have had a lot of integrity about not leaving another person behind, or not, it like giving the full notice to your job before you move on. Some real kind of integrity. But I feel like you might have been telling yourself a lie internally that has now, once you move on from this situation, has shown itself to be that was a lie. Do you get what I'm saying? It's almost like like a double negative is a positive, like you're moving on from this, but like that was a lie, and then you tell a lie, and then it's like, oh, that wasn't even real. That worry that I had about hurting someone's feelings, or that piece of integrity that I had, because we are in the energy of Sag and Gemini right now. Sagittarius, if you lie to a Sag, you are done. Okay, there's something about that. Okay, so I'm just going to make an example because this is a little bit foggy here. Someone has not been telling you the truth about their feelings for you. So you have been operating under a misconception. And the misconception is that they don't want a relationship with you, or someone has told you a lie about a job search or something like that. So you've been operating from something false. This can even track back into your childhood. Someone has told you that you're not creative. And so your whole life, you're like, I'm not creative. So I think I can't do anything creative, but it's a lie because you threatened them. Okay. In Pathfinders today, I'm going to be talking about Kundalini energy, and that is creative energy as it relates to your intuition, how you not moving the energy around in your body or taking advantage of this amazing energetic expression, how that has squashed your creativity, and you've believed something about yourself that's not true. So that has squashed your ability to take in information. It's like it's so over here that you're like, that can't be about me. That has to be about, I don't know. Does spirit lie to you? No. Does your intuition lie? No. But what's coming through here was based on some kind of foundational misconception. Your mind got in the way, your ego got in the way, and made it be like, oh, well, they don't want me. Right. So we're just friends, and I'm not going to mess with that, and I'm not going to deal with that, or whatever. This person wasn't really saying that. They were giving you a false impression of something to save themselves, or to not be so vulnerable. Like they didn't want you to know all of their feelings. Okay. So let's see what goes on in the reading here. 8 of Cups, there's a moving on feeling here. Justice, Temperance, there's Sagittarius and Libra. Tower, Star, very healing energy. 4 of Wands. Right now, there's a sense of a little bit of darkness, like going in the wrong direction, or, okay, well, because it's like you've based it on something that is inaccurate. You've based your decisions on an incompatibility, a belief of incompatibility, a belief that you are not built for this, a belief that this is not your path or something. And it's been confusing because you're like, I really thought that was my path. I really did. So why is this showing up? So you keep moving on, you keep going on that path, right? You keep going forward. And when information comes through to you, because you have this belief, because your mind, your ego is not is perceiving the situation through the lens of an incorrect assumption, established lie, or something that isn't real. What's happening, I like this. I like justice, about getting balance. That's Libra energy. I like that Archangel Michael is here to set the record straight. Okay, so just know that that's coming through very loudly. No more misunderstandings, right? No more of this. We're definitely healing. So the Tower and the Star and the Four of Wands. Wow, that is just beautiful energy. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Now being at peace. I just feel like there's so much lack of peace with this Seven of Swords. It's like you've held yourself back from doing what you're here to do. Someone has told you you're not capable, or you believe that in some way. It's made the foundation of everything rocky. So you have built a life, a relationship on a lie. Okay, on a lie. And I hate to use that word lie because it's so I don't know, strident. It's so piercing. It's so, okay. Two of Cups, hold on here. The Sun, wow. Look at this, Knight of Swords. Okay, I see that. I see that. All right, so there is somebody in your life, and this can be very foundational because we're talking about building our lives, and the Tower has to come through and wreck that. The Tower has to come through and say, hey, wait a second. We need some truth here. The Justice card, the Temperance card, Sagittarius is all about truth. We're in Gemini time. No, do not keep going based on this lie. All right, do not keep moving forward based on this lie. This is basically tracking back to a person. It's possible a long time ago, or it's some kind of belief you have held for a long time that you are not the person that you want to become, or I don't know how to get from here to there. Nothing good ever happens for me. Why would this happen for me? I'm totally stuck. I'm totally stuck. And it's almost like the guides are coming through your intuition to bestow some kind of abundance on you that you have resisted for a long time. Okay? Resisted for a long time, and love has been resisted for a long time. You think you're not worthy of it. You think you're not, maybe you're very unique looking, maybe, and I mean this in a very positive way. It's almost, what's that, and don't take this personally, but that story about the ugly duckling, you're really a swan, right? But because of who you're around, you're not getting the full picture of how amazing you are. The other people are threatened around you. Okay? They're threatened of your spiritual power. They're threatened of your capability. They're threatened of your beauty. And so you're being told the opposite. All right? They're threatened by you. Okay. Throat chakra keeps coming through. You're finally going to get a sense of healing in this Sagittarius full moon this week. This is the moon phases card, and Sagittarius full moon, 2 degrees of Sag, happening on the 23rd. Root chakra, throat chakra, look at that, all the way up. And autumn. All right, I will read that in the extended. That card keeps coming. Autumn, mountains, and the third eye chakra. So something that's coming up, what I'm getting intuitively for this is you're needing to step into this preparation that is going to be so fast or bigger than you think, right? The mountains, you have to get training. And so the universe is coming in and dispelling some kind of lie because it's like you're not training hard enough for what's coming. You're not training hard enough for what's coming. There are some kind of gifts coming in, some kind of stepping into healing. Every single night, my palms are buzzing. In the middle of the night, I wake up and they're buzzing. They're just absolutely buzzing. And some of you are aligned with me, stepping into being a healer, but you're not training enough. All right. There's not, because of this misconception, because of this lie. What do I want to use here? Yeah, this. Because of this Seven of Swords. Okay, you. The tribe. Yes, you are around a set of people, and I don't feel like they're dark or evil or anything like that. I don't at all. But their experience or their experience on this planet is not where you need to be. Some of you are going to be moving. Some of you are going to be physically moving, or some of you have left behind the tribe. So some of you are already in your place, but there's still people from the past involved in your life. I see some of you purging your old life completely. Okay? Purging that old life completely. And it's going to help you step into a new reality that is grounded and is also stable, because you're building it now on a foundation, this foundation of truth. So any of these misconceptions that you have about yourself, any of these wounds. So I also want to talk, some of you have been giving me really great suggestions for Pathfinders. And I'm going to get all this in, I swear, because we have a whole year to talk about intuition and all different kinds of things that are aligning us or misaligning us. And some of them are astrological. And one of the things that I got a request for is to talk more about Lilith. Because Lilith are the parts of us that we are shamed about. So you can have an addiction around a piece around this Lilith placement that shows you to be like, it's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. That's kind of a lower vibration of Lilith. Or if you're really aligning with your Lilith, other people reject you for being in that energy. Okay. Other people reject you for your natural talents or your natural tendencies, your natural capabilities. And the part of your life that's impacted is the house it's in and the energetic expression. What you need to make this work is the sign. Okay. Is the sign. So I will go through that with you in this extended. I will do that. I feel called to do that based on this reading. And I will go through the signs and the houses about Lilith and what that means. So I guess we're not talking about it in Pathfinders. We'll just stick with our Kundalini lesson. But I will talk about that in this extended video. Because I feel like now, thank you. Because those other readings that I was doing, I just got stuck in the lie. And like it's almost like not important. Awareness of it is important, which is why I'm going to talk about Lilith. But there's an opportunity to step into your gifts here. And, we've talked about Chiron a lot on this channel. Chiron is the wounded healer. So those are, the things that are about us that we need to heal in order to step into our superpowers. They become superpowers. I always talk about Hulk, his biggest failing is his temper. But it's also a superpower. He uses it for good, right? He uses it for good. And most of the time. And so that's what Chiron's about. Lilith is much more, it's a feminine energy in all of us, whether you are masculine, feminine, facing or whatever. But we have Lilith in all of us. And Lilith was the first wife of Adam, who wanted to be on top during sex. And he was like, I'm sorry, who are you? You're not doing that. That's my job. And so she got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. She got kicked off of the planet, and they brought in Eve, who was much more meeker and much more virtuous. And Lilith is in all of us. It's like, this is just who we are. This is just what we want. This is who we're developing into, this is what we're becoming, and other people feel threatened or shame you. They feel threatened, and so they ostracize you, they kick you off the planet, or they shame you. It can also be an internal shaming mechanism that you don't feel, you see that as something that's not good. But this reading really makes me feel like Lilith is here saying, hey, you've built your life on something that's not true. You've been shamed for a superpower that you have. You've threatened other people just by being who you are. It's not your job to make everybody feel comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to go deeper into this. Like I said, the extended, I will take up a lot of time talking about Lilith because it's a very important topic, and so that's what we'll do in the extended. If you want to continue on, I do see that you're moving in a direction where you're building a foundation on solid ground. I feel like it has to do with you knowing this information. So if you want to come along with me, Pathfinders, you can just keep on going. We just keep on going for Pathfinders. If you're not part of Pathfinders, there's a link below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.